seen some people, they come here, they can heal very quickly, or some people, I see them go insane.
So does the mountain heal you as well?
It's you.
You
Both
react.
it is, in the end, it's always you.
早安，
早安。
穿过了。早安。记者现在在City of Mount Shasta， 然后我们现在呢在雪士达的小镇上面。今天呢我们要来做一个一日街访。那我们的目的就是想要知道，近年呢，在美国灵性圈不断崛起的这个小镇，它到底是有什么样的魅力，吸引很多人逐渐的移居到这里。那这边呢，就是在雪士达山脚下的一个小镇。那雪士达山呢，它其实是美洲大陆上面最大的一座休火山。然后现在休眠当中，它有海拔4332公尺高，其實比台灣的玉山都還要高。对，然後它也是呢，在身心靈圈裡面，我們說世界的7大聖山之一。據說呢，就是呢，從它的那個火山口這樣下去呢，可以通到列穆里亞地心文明，也就是陶樂市這個 city 這個城市的所在地哦。所以它這邊有非常多的神話。那但是我也發現哦，這個小鎮除了靈性相關的東西以外呢，它也是一個戶外運動的小鎮。
對，沒錯。非常多人來這邊 hiking 啊，然後冬天很多人來這邊滑雪。
所以我們今天就是看看呢不同類型的居民，他們帶着各自不同的理由，為什麼會選擇落腳在這個地方？
沒錯，那我們就開始今天吧。
好，看我們的第一站是哪呢 ？Go Go！ 好，我們看一下這間店，有一個很可愛的小天使，它的店名叫做什麼呢？哎，你看有寫日文呢。Multi-dimensional art, cosmic playground, galactic activation room。所以它的店名叫做 Blue Star。它的店名Blue Star Child Gallery。好，我們就有一個很可愛的，叫藍色星際小孩的藝廊，進去看看。
你的日常啊？
什麼意思？
這個外星人的日常多可愛！
我是外星人嗎？
你是啊，
我是嗎？
你不是嗎？
我不能說不是。
這是大魔王。
什麼了？我有一個新的形象了。
Hello.
Hello, Phoenix.
Hello, Cole. Just say hi to our audience.
Okay, 你好. My name is Haruko, Blue Star Child, and I'm a multi-dimensional artist and musician. And I own the gallery called Blue Star Child Gallery in Mount Shasta, California.
Okay. So you are not born in here, right?
No.
Okay. So what reason you moved to La Shasta?
Before I moved here, I was living in San Francisco, which is about five hours south from here. And one time I had the opportunity to visit here, and when I saw the mountain, I felt something calling in my heart. And so I came camping by myself for 3 times.
Oh, 3 times. Okay.
And that was the time that I wanted to change my lifestyle. So it was just in the perfect alignment that, you know, during the camping time, I felt very deep inside of me and also had a very beautiful dream. I also always wanted to live in the nature because I grew up in Tokyo. So everything just became in alignment with my decision making, so I moved.
Okay. So how do you well describe the Mountain Shasta?
It's a place to go within, deep inside, to discover really who we really are, and find the way to live as natural as we can be. So the nature is the teacher for me because nature is all around us here and the mountain as well. The nature became my teacher. So this place teaches us how to be remembering to come home to our heart, come home to our spirit way of life.
So I think this is inspire you to paint for your galleries.
No, actually I was painting already and drawing already. So mountain more like inspire me to, like I said, go within to discover myself more and really letting go the programs or belief that is not in alignment with the spirit, because spirit is unlimited. You know, spirit lives in joy, and so whatever is not in that way of life, I need to shed. Just even the first 10 years of living here, I was just shedding, going deep within, and really to discover the true beauty, the essence of who we are.
Okay, thank you, Haruko.
Yeah.
For me, I think I was just being here for maybe 10 days. I think every day is a holiday. And so peaceful, and people in that small town is so nice, so gentle, and so soft.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Haruko.
你看街上还有一间店叫做 Heart Light 心之光，然后它专门在卖水晶，还有一些礼物。而且这间店很特别，是为什么呢？因为它是台湾人经营的哦，而且它每一天早上的11点11分还会有一个由老板跟老板娘他们所带领的静心冥想。然后今天早上呢，我有去体验了一下，那也询問老板我們可不可以跟他做個快速的採訪，他就很慷慨跟大方的答應了，所以我們就進去找他玩。開錯門。Open。嗨，你們好。
你想在哪裡？
我們想說，能不能夠請老闆或老闆娘先帶我介紹一下，然後我們再坐下來聊這樣子。那 Star Child 就是那個日本人開的
Haruko，
對，他說他有要我過來說帶他的 greeting 過來，他說他很喜歡你們，
對，我們也喜歡他。
然後我們就想說，就介紹一下為什麼大家會移居來雪士達，想知道雪士達的魅力是什麼這樣子。
如果你要說介紹水晶的話，我們的水晶幾乎每一個水晶我們都是一個一個問的，就是他們同意來，我們才會把他們請來。
通常怎麼樣去做確認？是一種感受嘛？
對，他們會給我們 sign， 就是會讓我們知道。然後因為我們在開這個水晶店之前就已經跟水晶開始工作了，所以我們對他們還是比較了解，在能量上。
那我想詢問 Sophie， 像這些水晶柱在窗戶邊的，在能量上面的意義會是什麼呢？這樣子擺設。
窗戶邊這些白色的水晶都是利姆尼亞種子水晶，然後黃色的是來自非洲的黃水晶，它們的能量都很純淨。然後我們所有的這個擺設全部都是根據他們的要求。
他們的要求，
對，我們很尊重他們。他們每一顆水晶，他們有自己的意識。很多客人來的時候都會問我們說，誰design 的這個，這麼白水晶，沒有人 design， 他們自己說，他們自己說要怎麼樣，我們就怎麼樣，然後最後出來呈現給我們的是這樣，所以我們也被驚豔到，他們居然這麼會找地方，
真的，而且他們有的是同樣種類的，可能會想要一群一群的，
對，就是我們普通的心裡會說，哦，我要買一個水晶，然後我會去到水晶店去挑它們。對，但是實際上以我們的經驗，我們的觀察，實際上都是水晶在挑我們。
之所以被雕成骷髏，它是有一個特殊的意涵在裡頭嗎？
可能水晶骷髏比較流行，就是比較 popular， 是因為那13個水晶頭骨的傳說。
有一個這樣的傳說哦，我想聽。可以說嗎
是在南美啦，出土了13个水晶头骨，然後據說啊，這都是傳說，據說他們是就是記載着地球的原始的創作信息在裡面，所以對於西方人來說，他們喜歡，大部分是大概是因為那個影響的，
所以後來可能就越來越多人會把就金礦雕刻成就是骷髏頭的形狀。對，所以就是說他們只是一個靈，一個住在水晶裡，對於我們來說，所以他們跟其他的水晶沒有特別大的區別。因為我原本以前會以為骷髏頭的水晶是不是就會更有一種更擬人化的意識體的感覺在裡頭？這個真的是看個人去跟它連接。所以像同一個水晶在不同人的身上去感應的時候，也會感覺到不同的作用嘛？對，訊息也會完全不一樣。對，不一樣。
我剛剛挑了2顆水晶，要給粉絲的。然後這是織女星的那幾根，我需要你，我挑了剩下這3根，想要你挑1根。對，跟我選同一根。Yes， 就它了。
142塊9毛8，
可以用，超可愛，超可愛，超可愛。
該採訪你了吧？
要不要帶一個回家，栗子？等一下看。好，坐起來跟老闆聊聊天。好，老闆問，是來自台灣對嗎？
對，來自台灣。
哇，怎麼樣的一個機緣會把你帶到學士達，然後在這邊經營一個水晶店
？2014年，8月的時候，有一天早上就起床，星期4我還記得，然後就有一個聲音說：“你趕快上來。”
從哪邊上來？
從我本來是住那個洛杉磯，南加州，就打幾通電話，星期6就飛上來。然後來這裡之後，第3天早上起來之後，有內心一個聲音在問我：“你有什麼原因可以不把這個稱為你的家嗎？”我就想一想，想不到原因，那我就開始找房子。
哇，我覺得全身雞皮疙瘩。這個店這樣經營多久？
今年是我們第5年。這個是在其實我跟 Sophie 我們都在山上，我們都很低調，就是把自己的該調整的做好，把自己的內心關照好，其實是這樣。然後2019年的冬至，也是早上起來，通常內心有一個很清楚的聲音。那我知道清楚的話，就是要把內心的聲音活出來。然後又是一個聲音說，這個算是我們的主街嘛，你們該把你們自己放在主街找一個點了，對外了。然後我們那個時候其實內心就一直聽到幾個聲音。然後我是用英文講，他就是說 ，Heart Light is a center, is a center for remembrance, is a center for self-mastery。
那為你在雪士達居住的這幾年，你有感覺到自己裡裡外外有什麼樣的改變嗎？
其實有相當大的改變。那其實以外在來說，我以前是從來沒有碰過水晶，然後來這裡，就慢慢的就是我自己的一些所說的，我們可以說開關就被開，可是其實就是什麼呢？就是被喚醒我們的記憶。其實要喚醒這個記憶是什麼呢？來自於其實最基礎就是一個放下。據說雪之達山是一個火山，沒有，這個不是據說這是真的。據說它是整個地球是海底輪，海底輪就是表示我們要扎根。常常在靈修方面，我們說我們可以增長多廣大，必須我們有多麼先扎根。第一點，第二點，因為它是火山，火山的一個特質就不能夠保留，必須是
釋放。對，
一個是可以扎根，一個又不能保留。所以你來這裡，自然而然要放 ，surrender 要放。其實靈性上的基礎就是我們要必須負100%的責任。是呀，所以我們不要把自己的權利給掉。謝謝。
好，我們現在來到一個水晶缽店，我2年後再訪。2年前呢，我在雪士達山的時候呢，我就在裡面看到一個用雪士達金礦做的缽。然後竟然要價大概要1500多美金，我當年沒有能力買回它， 但我今天就想要看看，經過了2年，它有沒有還在店裡？有的話，我就再一次的考慮一下。我還是沒有要下承諾。I'm not sure if it's still here.
I don't know.
That means I can show you the video.
Okay. I can look. We have ones made by the Crystal of Mount Shasta, but I don't know if you'll have that specific bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember it resonates with the throat chakra.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is Mount Shasta, and it's a G sharp, and then this one is a G, also Mount Shasta.
2個都是喉輪，6寸跟7寸的，我們來聽聽看。这顆音高好像比較高哦。我也是，我也蠻喜歡這一顆。等一下，我要再看一次那個影片。很像，很像，基本上應該是一樣的性質，也是個 G。
是的，
對吧？是它吧？
是它的聲音。對啊。
你看，我其實把編號都拍下來了。Do you have similar ones like this one? For G, yeah.
A G note,
or G note.
Like with the Mount Shasta.
Yeah, yeah.
I can look and see what we have.
Okay. 在這個神聖的店裡，我會不會花掉神聖的錢呢？就在等一下，我們就會揭曉。
錢沒有花掉，只是變成神聖的波。
神聖的錢變成神聖的波。等一下，我們先看看。2年前是1500多，現在已經來到1800多。如果我這次不帶走，2年後會不會變2000？寶太太可以嗎？我是不是等一下應該岳陽跟他講一下，然後再決定要不要帶他回家？我覺得他想跟我回家，怎麼辦？我去旁邊冷靜一下。你看這個骷髏頭，這骷髏頭它後面的頭角，很多雪士達當地的那種商品，就是他們自己做 lotion 啊，自己做護唇膏啊。這什麼？薑糖。薑糖？哦，長得好可愛哦，薑糖。
薑仁薑糖。
把很多東西運回家了，但是又繼續買下去，到底是發生什麼事？這是最後一天的效應嗎？美術材料行，嗨 ，Hello。這就是
你要不要先留一張？
這就是雪士達山最著名的，它的山頂總是會有這種所謂的飛碟雲。
So, you know, a lot of people here say I was called by the mountain. And they say that...
So were you?
I believe that it's really you. All of it is inside you. The mountain, whether it's whatever you experience in life, is always a reflection of yourself. If you see the world that way, then the mountain is really a reflection of you, right? And so, but I think there's an inner guide, what in some places they call the Sadguru, or the highest. You know, some people say God, some people say Buddha, and all of it really is directing you to yourself, your ultimate self.
So do you think Mount Shasta helped you to see yourself more clearly?
It can. I have seen, we have, you know, an art store. We don't sell metaphysical things in this shop. So we see all kinds of people, they come in here. And I've seen people who believe they're called by the mountain, but then 6 months later they feel like they're getting kicked out. So you see all of it. I always feel like the people who sometimes everything just falls into your lap. All of a sudden you come, the next day you have a place to live, the next day you have a job, the next day, you know, and then 6 months later you have to leave. Or I've seen some people, they come here they can heal very quickly, or some people I see them go insane.
So does the mountain heal you as well?
Again,
It's not mountain. It's you.
it's you.
Or you
It is in the end. It's always you. Yes, this is my husband.
You know, so I've experienced, you know, both things. I've experienced psychosis and I've experienced clarity, and now I think I'm in a little more of a state of clarity because of the circumstances and the things that have happened here, and they really are life-changing, like profoundly life-changing, if we allow ourselves to go through it, if that's our purpose, if we want it to be our purpose. But also, I think, just to warn you, and again, don't take it the wrong way, there's a lot of nonsense in Mount Shasta.
Like what?
Nonsense meaning like fake stuff, you know, that people take advantage of people who seek spiritual guidance, and like you know, kind of like vampires. You know, no, like you know, but just be really aware. You know, people who try to sell you things for money, they're not for real.
I mean, we're selling art supplies, but you get what you pay for.
Yes.
But some people who will sell intangible things, I can sell you enlightenment. You get moksha. If they're
Be careful,
if they're trying to sell you something, sell enlightenment, you cannot buy enlightenment.
Right.
You know, anything, the greatest things in the world are free, really. But you have to take that risk and dive in, and it can be scary, terrifying sometimes, but it's between you and yourself.
Thank you. Thank you for your sharing.哇，今天他们这样摆很好哎，很 chill 哎。今天是礼拜一，然后有一个农夫市集。这边每个礼拜一都有农夫市集，
很有趣哎！我觉得他们只開3點半到6點，但是不知道開多少小時的車來這裡。
哦，真的？
對啊，我覺得很酷。
逛一下，
好，我們來逛逛看。
哇，你看人在马屋頂上，哇，好大的雲哦，好大的雲。You're made for what?
I was made for this. I was made for this. I was literally made to be on TV. Like, I literally just spoke with my teammate, and he's like, oh my God, we gotta do our own TV show. So, what questions do you want to ask me?
What brought you here to Mount Shasta?
Oh, are you guys doing a documentary about Mount Shasta?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the aliens yet?
I believe in aliens. Have you seen aliens here?
In the sky. No, not here, like over that way.
But how long have you been here?
I've been here for a month.
For a month?
Yeah.
Well, why did you come here?
Well, I came because I heard you guys were coming. No, I'm just kidding. But then you guys came because I was coming. So that's why we're gonna have a party now, right?
Ah, right. So what have you done over this month?
Well, I've gone to the mountain. I went to an event on Sunday, and there was like vegan food. That was really cool. And we had like a fire, like a big fire, and everyone just like playing the drums. And it was like really cool. So we did that. And I was just at the farmer's market. I got a lot of food if you want to feel how heavy. This is all food. That's all really food. Heavy. That's all food in there. Yeah.
So it's your vacation time here, right?
No, I live here.
You live here?
I live here.
You moved here?
I moved here.
Wow. So you saw the aliens here?
I saw the aliens here. So if you go by the mountain, there's like these lights, right? And they're like really bright, and they move like.
In the night or daytime?
In the night, yeah. Oh. It's weird because a satellite moves like this.
Yep.
And an airplane moves like this. But the UFO goes like this.
So you have been here for a month. So what's next? Are you going to stay here for more time?
I think I'm going to stay here. I live in a nice Airbnb, but I'm seeing people here live in their car. So I'm not going to live in a car. I'm not doing that. That sounds horrible. But if they want to do it, that's great for them.
I did it for 9 months.
Whoa.
See?
I've been here 5 years.
Wow, 5 years. What? It's a competition?
It's a competition against yourself.
Against yourself. Oh, how?
You try to beat yourself.
So what do you try to be?
Oh, right here, I'm just trying to have fun. Okay. Wherever I go, fun happens.
Fun happens.
Because I create the fun.
Oh, right. Just like now.
Yeah. Do you see over there? Do you see that?
What?
There's nothing there. See, you got to use your imagination. You just create it.
Thank you for your time.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. 你好。
你好。Hello。Hi Grace。
突然来访是不是
很緊張？
很緊張。
大家坐。
跟大家介紹一下 Grace 啊，就是我2年前2023年來雪士達的時候，認識的在當地的向導，然後呢，在這邊呢已經做了很多年的靈性之旅的旅程的帶領。然後呢，因為他實在是對大家都太好了，很多人都把他認作乾媽。然後呢，今年2025年再來，然後我們就覺得，要訪問移居來雪士達的人嘛，那其中一位當然就是要訪問大家的乾媽 Grace。你是什麼樣的機緣來到雪士達的呢？
應該是說過去是我很多事都是這裡的印第安人，透過很多的靈媒來到這裡跟我講的，但我也不知道，是傻傻過日子。來到這邊，我定下來在這時候，我覺得我就像一棵大樹一樣，突然之間扎根下去，很穩很穩，那種舒適感就好像覺得這裡就是我的靈魂的家，我的心的家，所以扎根下來之後，我哪裡都不想去了。
因為很多人都會來這邊，他住在你家嘛，那你覺得每個人來這裡的理由，或者是說來這裡的追尋或尋找，你怎麼看這件事情？
我就是很歡迎他們的到來，他們心靈上有什麼問題，他們都會分享出來，所以我就跟他以我的經驗去跟他們分享。這份工作我覺得非常的有意義。
那對你來說，雪士達除了家以外，你會有什麼樣的形容可以給還沒來的人？
我覺得它是一個會幫助你在身心靈上一種提升，一種明白。我不太會去描述，我只能說我沒事泡到這邊喝茶，我在這邊泡茶，我就這樣看着雪士達在喝着我的茶，我突然之間所有事情我就明白了。透過雪士達山的能量，跟他的連接，跟他的對視目視這樣子，然後因為我就一個人嘛，所以我常常跟他聊天，就是把心裡話跟他講啊聊，然後突然之間你很多事情就自然而然明白了。
大家都會對於雪士達有很多的傳說、傳聞啊，或者是一些外星人什麼。你本身有沒有什麼看過或者是真的經歷過的有趣體驗？
太多了，
太多了，
多到我都講不完。
講一個印象最2個就好，印象最深的2個，
最近的，或是印象最深的。
對，有時候我看到很多的雲層在那邊，然後我就會跟他們講說：“哎呀，我知道你飛碟在上面，那你們躲的實在很難看。”對，那個雲。很雜的雲的，我說你明明在上面，你們可以創造飛碟很漂亮，為什麼不做？我就這樣意念發出，他們就開始，我就聽到他們引擎在啟動，他們就開始，可能幾分鐘都不到，就開始整個飛碟就開始疊這樣子，
越疊越高，
對，就很漂亮。然後我就說，這還差不多，的確有美，這樣呈現這樣給我們看，反正你已經在了嘛，也沒差那麼一個動作，對不對？是，所以這種事情是常常會發生的，所以對我來講，這
已經太多了，見怪不怪了。
對，那 Grace 不會期待有哪一天他們真的
走進你家拜訪？
對啊，就例如說從那個飛碟上真的走下來
，Hi Grace 這樣子，
我就 Hi， 因為我已經見怪不怪了，好多那個外星人來投胎的那個臉，那一看就知道外星人對，來了我就也都大家就是嗨，一看我就是你外星人。
好，感覺如果想要了解更多有趣的故事，真的是可以來 Grace 家住。
對，很多故事來這邊住，還整晚一起泡茶，然後聽故事，還有逛逛 Grace 的水晶啊、波啊，各種。
也是雪士達體驗中的一環。
對，如果從宇宙閨蜜來的話，你就可以得到這個體驗哦，好不好？
沒錯，謝謝。
好，謝謝 Grace，
謝謝你們。
今天真是漫長的一天。
我們見了很多人，然後問了他們為什麼來雪士達，或者是雪士達對他們來說是什麼。
我們會不會這樣帶到啊？
不會啊，就是一天結束後吧。
對啊，今天真的見很多人，然後有那種很鏘的，在什麼路上看到飛碟的，然後也有 在這邊要提醒我們小心不要被靈性詐騙。
詐騙，對。然後我覺得每個人都有來雪士達的原因跟理由，很多都是說哦，他突然有一種感应，或者是来了很多次之後很喜歡这裡，所以就留下。那我覺得不論大家的原因是一樣或者不一樣，好像雪士達對於留在這裡的每個人都有不同的意義跟關心。
看完這個影片，你有什麼感覺呢？會想要來玩嗎？雪士達永遠都會歡迎每一個來這裡的人。
沒錯，這個意義就留給你自己來探索你跟雪士達之間的關係吧。
拜拜。
現在是一個莫名其妙的牌卡時間，因为我今天呢在那個紫色靈性寶雅店 Soul Connection 買了一個很酷的牌卡，叫 The Phoenix Cards。它好像是一個非常久而且沒什麼人在用，然後據說是可以解讀前世今生的卡片。然後我們現在旁邊這位小姐呢，她正試着想要用奧修禪卡來告訴她，2年前沒帶走的波，今年要不要帶走，還是再2年呢？1800美金，還是帶回去之後會不會家庭失和，或者是被貓咪打破呢？我們來看看她在奧修禪卡裡面得到了什麼答案。